mi ciudad de Zamboanga, including Fort Pilar, Zamboanga City National Museum, Zamboanga City Hall, Plaza Pershing, Zamboanga Petit Barracks, Metropolitan Cathedral of Immaculate, San Ramon Prison and Penal Farm, and Taluksangay Mosque. These are the historical sites of Zamboanga City.
Fort Pilar. Fort Pilar is a 17th century military defense fortress built by the Spanish colonial government in Zamboanga City. The fort, which is now a regional museum of the National Museum of the Philippines, is a major landmark of Zamboanga City and a symbol of city's cultural heritage. Outside the eastern wall is the Marian shrine dedicated to Our Lady of the Pilar, the patroness of the city. Fort Pilar was built on June 23, 1635. It is a silent witness to many battles fought by the Spaniards against the Moros. A witness to the heroic courage of Zamboangueñas for their love of freedom. Is the home of legends and devotees who paid tribute to the miraculous Nuestra Señora la Virgen del Pilar. Fort Pilar today is now an outdoor Roman Catholic Marian shrine, an original branch of National Museum of the Philippines. Inside the fort, only the southern structure is still in ruins. Inside and outside the fort are well-maintained gardens. The Paseo del Mar are the reclaimed esplanade protect the fort from free rage of the sea. On the left of the altar is an area where you can offer prayer along the burning candles. Fort Pilar is a nice place to visit, and you can feel the holiness around the area.
Zamboanga City Hall. Known in Filipino as Bahay Pamahalaan ng Lungsod ng Zamboanga. The construction of the historic building was commenced in 1905 by the federal government of the United States and was completed in 1907. It is officially residence of the U.S. military governor of the Moro Province. Since 1937, the building has been functioning as the City Hall of Zamboanga City. It has a Filipino colonial architectural design.
Plaza Pershing. As you can see, this is the old picture. Plaza Pershing was named after American General John Pershing or Black Jack. He is an American general of Mindanao and Sulu during the Philippines-American War. The Plaza Pershing renamed it in honor of John Pershing in 1915. As you can see, this is the new Plaza Pershing. It is an open-air park in the middle of Zamboanga, busy shopping district where people get to stroll around, listen to music, and join contests on special occasions, and buy local goods during fiestas. It's located also in Universidad de Zamboanga and the City Hall. During December, the Plaza Pershing always decorate it for Christmas, where people really visit the design and take a picture inside the Plaza Pershing because of its view inside.
Petit Barracks. As you can see, it is the headquarters and home of the Spanish soldiers until it was turned over to the American troops in 1899. It was named after Colonel James S. Petit, the 31st Infantry U.S. Volunteer Commanding Officer who became the Inspector General and in charge of civil affairs of Zamboanga City. During Spanish era, built to house Spanish troops stationed in Zamboanga to defend the city and enforce colonial rule. After the United States took control of the Philippines in 1898, the Petit Barracks was used by American forces as a military facility. It became a central hub for U.S. operations in Mindanao and the Sulu archipelago. During the Japanese occupation, the barracks and its surroundings area were heavily bombed and damaged. The barracks was eventually abandoned and much of its structure was destroyed or repurposed. Today, only remnants of its foundation remains, but it is remembered. The Metropolitan Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Zamboanga City is one of the most prominent and modern Catholic cathedrals in the Philippines. Located in the heart of the city, it serves as the seat of the Archdiocese of Zamboanga and is a major religious and cultural landmark. New landmark of Zamboanga City completed in December 1999. The country's most modern cathedral and only one with an elevator. In 1607 to 1910, the entire island of Mindanao was under the Diocese of Cebu and Haro. On April 10, 1910, Pope Puis created the Diocese of Zamboanga and gave it jurisdiction over the whole island of Mindanao. The original church dedicated to the Immaculate Conception was built during the Spanish colonial period. Over time, it underwent several renovations and relocations due to war damage and urban development. The current cathedral was inaugurated in 1999, replacing older structures. It designed it as a striking blend of modern and traditional architectural elements, reflecting Zamboanga's historical roots and contemporary aspiration. The cathedral features a sleek and modern facade with a towering cross and glass elements. It is the center of Catholic worship in Zamboanga City and hosts major events including the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, December 8. It also serves as a gathering place for interfaith dialogue.
As you can see, this is the old buildings of the San Ramon prison. It was established in southern Zamboanga on August 2, 1870 through a royal decree promulgated in 1869. It was established during the tenure of Governor General Ramon Blanco. The facility was originally established for persons convicted of political crimes. It's also considered the oldest facility in the country. Prisoners in San Ramon were required to do agricultural works. During Spanish-American in 1898, the prisoners in San Ramon was hastily released and the buildings destroyed. In 1907, the American administration re-established the prison farm. In 1912, General John Pershing, Chief Executive of the Department of Mindanao and Sulu, classified the institution as a prison and penal colony, and therein confined people sentenced by the courts under his jurisdiction. Under Pershing's supervision, several buildings with a capacity for 600 prisoners were constructed. After several years, the colony became practically self-supporting with 75,000 coconut trees which were planted at the beginning of Pershing administration, contributing to the colony's self-sufficiency.
Talugsangay Mosque. Talugsangay Mosque was built in 1885. It is the oldest mosque in western Mindanao. Built by Haji Abdullah Maas Nuno, chieftain of Sama Bangingi, a Moro ethnic group. It is the first center of propagation of Islam in the western Mindanao region, and even recognized by the Islamic countries like Saudi Arabia and